Right, well, if this stream goes through without a hiccup, I will be absolutely amazed. Assuming you can even hear me, first off. Just to check, is there audio? Yeah, so basically I upgraded to, okay, cool. I upgraded to, I don't know how to say it, so don't laugh at me, macOS Tahoe, however you say it. And I just flipping hated it. I couldn't get around it, what they'd, oh my goodness, UI design nightmare. The corner radius, the corner radii, that whole thing was just nope. It's just sloppy. So I went through the arduous process of completely scrubbing my Mac just to roll back to the previous version of macOS. And no link, no nothing. No. Yeah. Whoops. You found your way here. Oh, I probably should share that, shouldn't I? Yeah, so I literally last night I was up till like 3:30, 4ish, reinstalling all the Adobe apps. Just literally trying to, oh, where is it? Hang on. Yeah, I've just got to figure out where everything is now. I've had to like make a note of all the stuff. Oh, you shared it already. Oh, okay. Whoops. Just yeah, it's one that you like over time you install like so many different things, and so then when you get a clean install, it's like, oh crap, where's that thing I had, that plugin or that add-on? I don't think I even backed up all my fonts, so I'm probably gonna create a nightmare for myself. But hey ho, hey ho, double down in Discord. If this, yeah, if this stream works, I will be amazed. I've tried to set everything up, so if there is any tech problems, which to be fair, it's been a while, but if there is, give us a shout. Also, I'm using a different mic. I've got a clip-on mic at the minute. I'm just kind of trying this out. If it does sound annoying or if it ruffles on my t-shirt or you get any weird sounds, honestly, please do let me know about the audio. I can switch back to the other mic, but it's just so much nicer with a clip-on because I can just move around my tablet and not kind of bump the stylus into the bloody mic arm and everything. So it affords me a lot more freedom to just move around. But if the audio is terrible, then do let me know. And we'll go back to the other mic. Watching from Cambodia. Awesome. Oh, right. I think, yeah, seeing as I'm sort of a bit all over the place, today's a little bit of a mixed bag. I've got a few things in the design review folder. So where are they? Oh, I've got them here. So we'll go through those. There was something else that I've just forgotten. What else was it? Oh, it's going to drive me insane. I literally just had it a minute ago. There was something else I was going to talk about or show, or I don't know. I don't know. It's gone. It's gone. But if anyone does have any questions or any design techniques or anything you'd like to see demoed, give me a shout. And if you start hearing heavy metal in a minute, please do yell at me. Oh, I'm just amazed that you can see and hear me. That is, I'll take that. Right, let's stick the old Illustrator course at the top. And there we go. I think that's pretty much it. Right, first up, we've got a logo from Kyle. So let's whip this one up. Oh no, the font madness begins. Adobe Illustrator can automatically activate new. Please, yes, please do that. Thank you. Much appreciated. Let's try and open it again. I'm gonna have to reinstall all my Envato fonts. Oh, but on. Oh yeah, no, oh, that was it. I just remembered the beta, the Illustrator beta. Do you remember before I was saying I couldn't open it? It just said, "Oh, the file's damaged. We can't open that for you. Sorry, mate." Well, clean install. I can open it. So I haven't actually tried out this turntable thing. I know some of you have played around with it, but we might be able to have a go. That'd be nice. Right, let's change that. Trying to get everything set up again is just for that bugs sometimes. Whew. The audio's awful. In what way? Like the quality of the audio or the levels? We can switch back to the other mic. It was more. This will be the audio is really good for like YouTube videos. That was the main reason I got it. But if it's horrific, we'll switch back to the. Is it the quality or the volume though? It's all right. I'll sit and wait. Okay, well we'll do. Hang on, we'll do a quick switcheroo. We're just going to switch the audio to the other mic, and hang on, because I'll happily suffer a slight inconvenience if it gives you guys better audio, because we do these streams sometimes for 4 hours, and I don't want it to sound crap, because that would just be awful. So this is mic number 1. We'll switch to mic number 2, and then you tell me what you want to listen to. Okay, so this is 1. I'm going to switch to 2. So this is mic number 2. Which one sounds better? This is number 2. Oh no. Oh. It's panned to one side. Oh, hang on. Right. Sorry. Yeah. So it's panned to one side. So I've got to set that up to. Where is it? Sure. Mono. There we go. So we should. I think this one should be mono as well. Thank you. See, this is why we have these conversations. Right. I think the DJI mic's a mono as well. Right. So this is mic number 1, correct? And then this is mic number 2 with the correct. I can make it louder. That's super easy to do. I'm going to do a poll because I can't screw this up. Start a poll. Mic 1. All right, there we go. I'd rather get this out of the way now. So there we go. This is mic 1, blah, blah, blah. See how this sounds. This is mic 2, blah, blah, blah. See how this sounds. It's not the volume. I can change that and boost them both, but it's just the quality of the audio. Which one is less painful on your ears? Raquel. That's funny. Okay. Yeah, let's... Right, so let's go for 2, and then we'll boost the gain a little bit. And... Oh yeah, you said it was a bit quiet. Hang on, I'm going to stick it up by 10. It says... So this is the thing with OBS. It says you're peaking. It says your audio's too loud. But... How does that sound? Hopefully that sounds nice and crispy. Right. Oh well, we had fun trying it out. I'll just take this off. Oh, hello there. Right. How are you, by the way? I'm all right. How are you? I'm okay. It's just been somewhat stressful. It's trying to set everything up from a clean install is quite nice. I actually quite enjoy it. But then when things stop working and they don't do what they're supposed to do, and crap gets in the way, it's like, I need this. I need to get this done because I just hate it when things kind of get in the way. How's the volume? Pump up the jam. Oh, I'd love some jam. I got my sound through the Bluetooth on the forklift. Why'd you go and tell me that, Kerry? My name's Kerry and I'm a... Is there someone that you work with nearby, Kerry? I just want to know if you've got like a colleague called John. And we can just go, "Oi, John!" Anyway, right, so this is a logo submitted by Kyle. Which do you think is better? But if none, what changes can you make? Oh my goodness, we're not going to be that savage, Kyle. Right, actually, what was this for? I think he put a bit of context in the review thing. Where are you? Okay, this is a logo I made for my grandpa for his church. What are your thoughts? What are your opinions? What changes can you make? Okay, cool. So this is a church run by Kyle's grandpa. And what do we got? I don't know how you say that, Mandau Evangelical Friends Church. In terms of the graphic, I really like it. I'm not a big fan of the type. I'm really not a big fan of the type. Okay, let's go through it. Let's go through it. There's obviously lots of different versions here. MEFC. Makes me think of a football club with the FC on the end. Friendship in faith. Okay. Right, we'll start with this one at the top. So, things that I really like. The concept, I think, is excellent. I absolutely love the concept in the way you've got this heart with the hands, which kind of looks familiar. We've got the heart with the hands, which I really like. Yeah, a real nice community sort of aspect. The heart's just, I mean, it kind of fits. And you've got the cross here. You've got the semicircular shape. The whole thing just sits together as a really nice mark. The text, I don't like the font. If I'm honest, the lettering is just way too tight together. So you've got to space it out a bit more, even especially on angles like this when you're kind of wrapping text around a circle, because look, you get your letters all clumped together. So bumping the tracking and spacing everything out is usually a good way to go. The spacing, go on, let's get a color. Sorry, Kyle, we're going to get a color out, mate. Let's let's get holy green. Right, so the spacing here, this should ideally be consistent. Unless there's a reason to have it different, I would just try and make it feel balanced so the text, ooh, that was a terrible line, runs down the middle. This bit here should be consistent width, and it looks pretty much on point. That's the kind of spacing. Sometimes you'll see kind of it taper in like this, and unless that's intentional, I think it can be a bit sloppy. Same on both sides. I think the cross, I think overall, and I see this on quite a lot of logos, the treatment of the curves in the corners are slightly inconsistent. So we've got very rounded corners on the lettering. We've got some very, oh, where's my green gone? Come back. We've got some very sharp corners here. We've got a sharp corner here. And then if I go over somewhere else, we've got a rounded corner here, but then a sharp one here. Again, we've got lots more rounded corners here. So, you know, you could go either way with it. I think for something like this, a little bit of rounding would be quite nice to make the whole thing feel a bit more welcoming and friendly and inviting. Less like corporate. But it's how you treat it consistently as well. In terms of the value of the radius itself. So obviously, little curve here, massive curve here. They could be the same. And it just tightens up that consistency. But there's just a bit of a kind of mix through the whole thing. And I don't know, maybe that's just a me thing, but that's just how I look at it. I feel like it, maybe it's just because I'm very methodical. I feel like everything needs to just make sense. Do you know what I mean? Like if you can take two different corner radii, I always go to say radiuses, radii, plural, and you could make them the same and the design would still look great. You don't lose anything, but you do just tighten up the consistency. That's the way I see it anyway, rightly or wrongly. Oh, hey, Infant. Oh, hey, new member. Thank you very much. Yeah, so these streams get recorded and re-uploaded to Dansky Live. So that's a separate channel. So if you like the live streams and you want to see them, subscribe to the Dansky Live channel because that is where all the stream stuff lives. So yeah, that would be the first thing, would be the corner radius, sharp versus rounded. And then little details like this. So I'm just going to go through here. So this bit here. You see here you've got this kind of, this janky curve. That needs to be smoothed out. Here you've got a nice curve coming around and then it just flattens off to a completely straight line. And also the width of the curve here, the tapering is inconsistent. So it's one width here, gets a bit thicker here, it then thins down here and then thickens up again here. And I'm guessing this isn't a stroke. No, it's not a stroke. This bit here, got some path work that needs cleaning up. So to me, that's the sign of using the shape builder tool, which is fine, by the way. But yeah, I mean, if you look at all of the widths, actually, this part down here is super consistent. But then all of the bits up here, the widths are just all over the place in terms of consistency. This bit here as well. I feel like if you're going to do like a little bump down there like that, make it intentional, or just go straight over smooth. So it needs to be kind of smoothed out. Same, yeah, same here. What's happening with this bit? Are we going to smooth that around, or are we going to have this flow as a continuation? Do you know what I mean? And if the answer is the second one, this needs to come up and it needs to match. So little details like that, you know, even though these are on opposite sides, I'm still thinking about that flow from one side to the other. Same again here. And that's why I like doing this sort of stuff as well, because I think conceptually you've got a really cool idea. I absolutely love it. but it's just the details. It's those little tiny details that are just going to really level this up to something super clean and polished. So like if you're doing any line work like this is very much my logo style, that monoline style. You know, always use the pencil tool or the pen tool, some sort of drawing tool. So if I just quickly, you know, do this, show you what I mean. Obviously this is going to be questionable in terms of quality. So something like that. I can now adjust the stroke weight. Ah, maybe you did. Okay. Interesting. Maybe you did have it as a stroke, but you expanded it and then tried to edit it. I'm not entirely sure. Because you can see here, I've got that same problem. But it doesn't make sense then why you're... Ah, I think I see what you might have done. So correct me if I'm wrong, if you are there, Carl, and you're watching this. You would have pen tooled this, but then used the width tool to adjust a few points. So you have the inconsistency of the width tool, and then you have the flat tapering. The simple solution for this is to either adjust this curve or round it off, or go to stroke and change the, whoa, not that. Change the corner type to rounded. So if you're going for like a rounded off aesthetic anyway, that's one way to do it. And then you could, oh no, my keyboard shortcuts. Keyboard shortcuts. I gotta change that one. Smooth tool, Shift S. Yeah, I never use the symbol spread tool. Yeah, God, I can't live without that. There we go. Go away. Yeah, so with it as a single stroke, you can just smooth the path out super easy. And then go and like clean all this line work up. And just by using the right tool for the right job, you're going to you will automatically bypass all these problems just by using the right sort of process. So, should we go ahead? It's tricky because I haven't got an editable stroke. No, I think I've explained that. I think I've explained that pretty well. Yeah, kind of like what's down here. This is all done using shapes and strokes. You just got to kind of continue that style up here. Make your curves and your corners more consistent. Different font as well. This ain't it. I would pick something that's maybe less rounded. Or we could even bring that down and bump the track in a bit. Gets a bit small then. There's a lot of words there, so having a condensed font does make sense. But if I'm going to just throw this in for now because I probably don't have all my fonts. Something condensed, but with maybe a slight roundedness to it. And then you want it running down the center. So you see the space? That's obviously not quite right, but the spacing top and bottom is consistent. So it's just a lot of little things you could do to tighten this up. MEFC, friendship in faith. So what I would do here, well, there's a few different ways you could do it. You could do MEFC. Let's just move this out of the way. Oh God, it's all those flipping things coming up that you haven't ever used. Okay, it's gonna give me problems with fonts. What I was gonna do was just literally type this in. It's quite a lot. So I would probably, I'm just going to use a different font and go evangelical So I'm just, forget the font, I'm just sort of trying to illustrate the use of it. So something like that. And then something like that. I'm not sure about the MEFC. I'm not sure if that's a thing churches do, where they kind of abbreviate the names if they're quite long. I'm not entirely sure. But that could be another way to go. So you've got this version here, MEFC, and you've got the tagline Friendship in Faith. Or you can go with this thing. And do something like that. This one down here definitely needs a bit of rebalancing though. So whatever you do, that's got to be way smaller. Because at the minute, the mark is just... this MEFC is like way too overpowering. And also something to consider is with the mark here, full size version, yeah, fine. But when you have like a tiny version like this, that's the sort of size you'll see it on a website. All that text in that little semicircle at the top, no one's reading that. Nobody's reading that. So I would just make sure you've scaled it and tested it at that size, so the design is scalable. It also works really well as a single color print as well, which is super good. Hello, quick question. Is this stream for designs specifically shared on Discord? Yeah, I've shared the link on Discord. I was a bit late, admittedly. We won't talk about that. Oh, Vikas. Hello. You told me to get off social media and all that. Since then, I took a trip, stayed off my phone. You have no idea how my head is in just chill mode now. I even meditate. Yes! Oh, you absolute legend. Well, you're one step ahead of me. I need to get back to meditating. I really do. Wow. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. That is amazing. Oh, that's made my day. Well done. Well done. Do you find that it's crazy once you do take I think a few people have said this recently in the Discord as well. Once you take a break from social media and you just break the cycle of constantly checking, and you go without it for a few weeks, it's just like, oh yeah, I didn't actually need that in my life at all. What the hell? Like when I did that with Twitter ages ago, I was just on Twitter all the time. And then I got Poppy to change my password, so I couldn't get on it anymore. She had my password. And it just broke that like cycle. And I haven't bothered with it in ages now. Same thing for Instagram. The only thing I do on Instagram is reply to messages from people, so I sort of just check in every now and then. But you can usually do that through the desktop, so you just don't have to go back to having the phone with the apps in your pocket, pinging off all day, every day. Oh, I'll catch you in a bit, Moosh. Moosh. Right, next up, we've got a logo from Mr. Mike Phelps. And I think, from memory... Oh, no, I've not even set Photoshop up yet. Show... I think those are the settings. No, don't show transform controls. Show hover bounds from layers. No, I think that's it. I think that's the settings I had before. There is a new setting in Photoshop. I don't know if they've heard our prayers or not. But enable quiet mode. They've actually added a quiet mode. Now, admittedly, when we talked about this before, I think I referred to it as the "can you please fuck off" mode. and just leave me alone. I'm a professional and I want to get on with work. But do you know what? I'll take quiet mode. Probably less combative wording, bit more professional. So yeah, I just just quiet mode. It's just the leave me alone mode. These are cool. But yeah, all this stuff. So yeah, you know, kudos to Adobe or the Photoshop team for adding that, because that's amazing. That's what I want. Just leave me alone. Let me do my thing. It becomes a habit not to scroll. Yes, it does. It does. Right, in terms of this logo, yeah, I did have a quick glance at this the other day. I don't think there's an awful lot that I would say. Let's just bump the canvas up. Oh yeah, sorry. On the Discord, there's a channel called Design Review Submissions. So yeah, what happens is people hopefully pile their work in there, and then it's just a folder where I can kind of pull from when we do these sorts of design review streams. So I've only got one more after this. So if you do have any work you'd like me to look at, chuck it in that folder now, and I'll whip it up. It doesn't have to be a JPEG or a PNG. It could be a Photoshop file or an Illustrator file. Honestly, whatever it is. Oh, I think the main difference is if you're new, the quiet mode thing, if you're new to Photoshop, it pops up with loads of tooltips and just kind of tries to help you get to grips with where things are and stuff. But if you've been using it for years, it's just really irritating. It's just like, leave me alone. I need that off as well. There we go. So the only thing I would do here is, let's just cut that and make it its own thing. And this is probably really me being very pernickety. I don't know if that's a word that's universally known around the world. Andrea, have you heard of the word pernickety? Or is that a Britishism? Yeah, that's the only change I would make, is just to bump the logo the tiniest bit and then nudge it up the tiniest bit. It just feels like it's sitting a little bit low at the minute. If I just add some guides, I might be able to see what's... And I think for me that's just like doing that by eye. So I'm just going to add some guides and see if I'm talking rubbish. Let's just see why I feel like that. That was just kind of a gut instinct, really, just to bump the size a tiny bit. Because it is a very strange one, because you've got the A here that's very close. So do you align to the X height of the A or the cap line here? Which, I mean, there's kind of, the cap line here is the L, but you've got the T that's kind of a bit shorter, and then you've got the word fertility down below, but it's smaller, so it's less prominent. So it's kind of tricky, because it's like, what do you align to? So yeah, it's hard to explain. It's difficult to explain. I feel like if I had to try, I'll try and explain how I got to that conclusion. I think sometimes it's almost like a kind of training your designer's eye over time and using a bit of just, I don't know, intuition, instinct, and just to guess what you need to do. And I think it comes with experience. For me, this is the area here where you want to align to. All of this. So obviously you've got this, but this is all like over the other side, whereas this part here is kind of what you want to align to, because it's the closest bit to the logo mark. So that's the relationship or the connection that you're going to look at the most. You know, you're not really looking at the height here and then going, oh yeah, the height there and the height there. It's kind of more about how this bit sits with this bit. In fact, actually, yeah, maybe those boxes I've just drawn, maybe that is actually how I reached that conclusion. Let's just trying to understand my own thinking. So, oh yeah, maybe that's how I did it. Huh, interesting. Okay. So instead of aligning to that or that, the T is kind of halfway between those. So I guess I went for the T. And then down here, obviously the baseline is just consistent for that word. So that was the logical point. So then this sort of distance is kind of where I'm aligning to. And then this is vertically central to that, just a little bit above and below. Does that make any sort of sense? That was an interesting one, trying to figure out how I reached that conclusion. To me, that just feels a little bit more balanced vertically, but the scale is just a tiny bit larger as well. Or if you think I'm talking absolute nonsense, feel free to throw that out as well. I think it makes sense. I don't know. That is my honest, unfiltered thought process anyway. But that's the thing with logo design as well. You're going to get all sorts of different designs. You know, designs come in all sorts of shapes and sizes. You know, if you had like a box here, that might be easier. If you have a triangle, again, that gets even more complicated, because this is closer than this, and then what do you align to? And this part of the triangle is quite thick. This point here is thinner, so it creates a lot of excess space. It's just, so with different shapes, it's good to train that designer eye over time, because you can't always rely on, you know, technical or metric alignment. Sometimes you just got to optically adjust things, or even in some cases deliberately throw something off center so it looks visually balanced and centered. It's tricky. It's tricky. I have no idea what you're alluding to, Andrea. Is that your takeaway? So does that make sense? Many shapes and sizes. I see. But yeah, so thank you for sending that one in, Mike. I love this text here. Yeah, that font choice. I absolutely love that font. It's just super clean and chunky. Yeah, really nice. And this is cool as well. Atlantic Fertility. And I think I recognize that little tadpole there. I think I know what that is. That is, in fact, actually, sorry, I hadn't even really paid any attention to that and how clever that is. That's actually really brilliant. That's so clever. I think that is literally conception in a logo mark, which is super clever. I was just literally looking at the alignment. Yeah. Oh, I mean, yeah. There's a lot of sharp corners. This is the only rounded corner here, so part of me wants to make it sharper, but then I know that that will look weird. So I think rounding it off does make sense there. But yeah, that's really cool, man. Is fertility a tagline or part of the name? Part of the name, I think. Yeah, I think it's part of the name. I think it is like a fertility clinic. It looks better in one line or one rhythm. Having what, the words on one line? I don't know. I don't know. The only other thing I would just check is scalability. Yeah, I think you might be alright. I think you might be alright. If not, this might just need chunking up a teeny tiny bit. But then again, you know, it's usually good to have different fallback options, you know. So you might on the website have that and then just drop the word fertility. Yeah, it's obviously not ideal, but there's loads of different fallbacks and things you can do. But I think that'll be fine. Right. I don't like the alignment. Something is off. Which one? On the original or the one I just did? Bugger, I just closed it down. It also can feel a bit strange when you have a logo mark on the left and you have a centrally aligned bit of text. I did that on the Inspired Life design as well, and it did feel a little bit odd at first, but then I kind of got used to it. Oh, what? Because fertility has a tagline treatment. So you think maybe the two words need to be a bit more balanced. So Atlantic. Okay, I got you. Oh, I wish I hadn't closed it down now. Uh, oh, Dan. Doo-doo. Right, so how did I do it? Let's see. So I scaled it up, didn't I? And I think I aligned it to the T and the F. So something like that. I mean, actually, there is. I mean, I'm happy with the alignment of the mark, but one way we could get around it is I'm just going to use this bit of text here, but you could do it with a different font that is less tagline centric. And then this does make it a little bit easier to line things up. So by changing the text. Oops. Oh, now I'm drawing all over the place. It doesn't have to be in that font necessarily. You could have it in just Atlantic. You could have Atlantic Fertility written in the same font. I don't know what it is. It's not Siphon, is it? Atlantic. Mike, where are you? Oh God, I've not got any of my fonts. Oh, this sucks. Oh no. Why didn't I back up my fonts? I'm such an idiot. Oh. What a bloody spanner. Good Lord. I've not got any of my favourites. What have I got? Geneva? Oh no. I need a chunky font. There we go, Greycliff. That'll do for now. That's not too bad, actually. In fact, that is a slightly rounded font. So, Kyle, this could be one clean sans serif font with a slightly rounded edges. This could be a good font for you, actually. Just changing the subject manually. Right. Purpley perp. So let's put that over there. This is then version whatever, version 2. And then if we were to do a version 3, it looks like a tagline, so it's not making sense being aligned to both words as it is. If fertility was black or more in line with Atlantic, it's not usual to use 2 different fonts for the brand name. I disagree. I've seen quite a lot of brands that do use 2 different fonts and font weights. I think how you do it, though, yeah, probably does make a difference. And this could feel a bit more tagliney, whereas at least bringing it up in size may help. I suppose if you put it, I mean, you could have it on one line, which would be quite a good web version as well. It is a nightmare. I can't believe I forgot. I've got so many flipping fonts and projects with fonts, and now I'm going to have to, painstakingly, every time I open a project, I'm going to have to, oh. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the color kind of connects the 2 sort of parts together. Logo in small and tagline in capitals letters looks a bit strange in my opinion. Oh, hey, Pixel. Well, yeah, this isn't actually a tagline. That was Raquel's original point. Oh, it's so weird. See, even though this is what I mean about optical design. Even though these 2 are the same size and the top one is bold, this one, because it has lots of taller letters, it occupies more space. So on some level, it feels like it isn't necessarily more dominant and bolder, but it's taking up more space. which makes this wording at the top feel smaller. It's really weird. I wonder what if we put them side by side. I mean, that is another option. To side by side it. And then you got your central version. Yeah, don't forget to hit save, Kerry. Hello from the park. Poppy has graced us with her presence, everyone. What was the weight on that extra bold, isn't it? Extra bold. What if we drop it down a little bit? So we'll keep them the same. Bold. Bold. Oh, that's tricky. I do like the Atlantic being very large and prominent. This just feels a little bit, I don't know. Meh. The text feels like a little bit of an afterthought, like it's just been typed in. Yeah, this was another option. And it's hard trying to balance the sizing sometimes as well. So I suppose you could do something like that. Oh, it is quite sunny outside. I got it in my head that it was grey, but it looks to be pretty blue. The one line, bold, thin, seemed like it was going in the right direction. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, it's a tricky one. No, I think there is something about the original that I can see working more. It's hard because we're looking at it just from a flat 2D perspective. But if I'm literally, like, I'm just trying to imagine this now. If I'm imagining the outside of the clinic, the waiting room in the clinic, all this sort of stuff. If we just get rid of this for a sec. I can see that being really, particularly on the signage, looking really strong. In fact, if we just focus, yeah, let's get rid of that. If we just focus on this, I can see that looking really strong. I couldn't say the same about something like this. Now, obviously, I'm using a slightly different font. And you could make the text a little bit bigger, maybe, and you could use the sort of height of the letters for the spacing. It's pretty close, actually, to be fair. There's something about that I can actually visualize looking really good on the signage and the stuff for a clinic. It is hard, yeah. I like it though. It gets your brain thinking. I think if this was my project, what I would do at this point is I'd start mocking it up on stuff. I'd be putting it on business cards, website headers to check the scalability, and then playing with colors, just trying it in all black or all purple or whatever. And then doing a little bit of signage mock up as well. A little bit of like stuff that you might see some flyers or some leaflets, in interior signage, exterior stuff, things that you're actually going to see. Because then oftentimes once you mock stuff up like that, when you see it mocked up like this here, this might look fine on a website header, and you go, oh yeah, oh, that ticks all the boxes, nice and bold, scalable, it fills the space. But in terms of the signage on the front of a clinic, I think that is going to look way better. So it's sometimes only by mocking it up can you really see and try and visualize how it's going to look, and then go, oh, I think I might need to change that. So it can help inform decisions as well. So it's not just clients that benefit from mock-ups. We as designers or creatives can sometimes get a different perspective on something as well. Back soon, just popping to the shops. Oh, lovely. Can he wait? How's the stream going? It's all right. Yes, we've got the mic sorted, I think. I think the audio is good. Without the mark, it looks good for the signage. Yeah. So I don't know. It might be a case that on the signage you lose the mark, maybe. But until you sort of go through that process of mocking it up, it's hard to like. You have to sort of see how it's all going to fit together as a whole. Like maybe on the signage you kind of lead with just the lettering, and then obviously for like the favicon on a website you would just lead with the mark. So it's making sure the logo is designed in a way where it can flex across everything that it needs to do and where it's going to be seen. Yeah, like I could see this here. I could see that lettering in the waiting room being like on the wall, with like a metal finish or like chrome or like a brushed steel or whatever the effect. I don't know what the effect's called. And it could just look super clean, modern, classy. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a really good point, Raz. Yeah, maybe. At the minute, it's all... Ah! No, it's not all a consistent weight. Okay, so this is just my 2 cents. Tiny, tiny detail, Niggle. Good spot. Well done. It's tricky because it's a pixelated version. The space here looks slightly different to this. It might just be because I'm opening a PNG. But yeah, the width of the actual, this black area here seems to be a lot thicker, or very similar to this, but then this is thinner. So I feel like they should all be the same weight, or yeah, as you say, you could make this bit deliberately, intentionally thinner. That would then tie in a bit more to the thinner lettering. And those dual weights could look kind of cool as well. But yeah, cool. Right, well, I'm going to keep it open just in case we need to go back to it. Doo-doo. Okay, this is a submission from Graphics Guy. This is a student and a course lesson, but instead of, I think they might have done the Berg already, but they've done it again and had another go with the sandwich. This is so cool to see. So basically this lesson, this is at the end of Photoshop First Class, and it's kind of the penultimate project. And effectively what we do is we take an image of a burger, completely unretouched and not appetizing, and we have a flat wooden texture. And so what they do is put the wood in the background and blur it, but then we use that flat wooden texture to create this box. So we have it flat here, we then have a distorted version here, we add this kind of little lip along the edge. So this entire surface that this sandwich is on has been created from a flat wood texture, which is, it looks so cool. I mean, I'd be tempted here just to maybe carry it on, but that's a personal choice. But in terms of the retouching, I think it looks really good. So look, yeah. Yeah, so it's definitely lighter on this side. Light is coming from this direction. You've got some natural shadows under here, so you don't really have to do any retouching there, so that's good image choice. And then this bit down here, I think that's pretty good. It's not too murky. The only bit I would change is I'd probably... So at the moment, I think it's like a blanket darkening here with an adjustment layer on the bread as well. What I would do is just keep the dark areas to this. And maybe part of the leaf here. The underside. Maybe a little bit here. Just where the light isn't really getting to, maybe there. So instead of just brushing dark everywhere, that's folding up. So that would create some shadowing there. Maybe a bit down here. Definitely there is going to have some shadowing. And then this bit curling up will cast a little bit of a shadow there. And then this bit here, you want to get rid of the darkening on this bit because a lot of this top area would still be catching that main light. Out here is still going to be catching plenty of light. Maybe out here as well. Some of these bits coming up. And some of these edge bits over here. So it's really, really good. That's the only thing I would just drill down into a little bit more, would be instead of just sort of brushing over this side and going, there's the shadows, you've got to think about every little leaf in its own three-dimensional context. So some parts of the leaf are going to stick out more and catch a bit of that light from up here. Other parts are going to be a bit more in shadow. And the only other thing is, this is kind of optional. You could add some more shadowing coming out here, being cast by the whole sandwich. But as well, this shadow here is a little bit soft. Whereas in actual fact, you would probably have, I'm not going to try and brush it in, but you would have like a less soft and very tight shadow. Let me put a proper brush on. Oh, all my brushes are gone as well. Oh, God, this is awful. Yeah, so you want to use like a less soft brush, because at the minute it looks like the sandwich is just levitating on the surface, whereas in actual fact it looks like it would just be sat completely flush. So the shadow between the bread crust and the wood would be very, very not soft and blurry. It'd be very thin, very hard lined. And then as you come out here, you'd get like a bit of shadowing over on that side. Does that make sense? You might even get a little bit of shadowing being cast here by the leaf. So the light's kind of coming down here, it's hitting this thing, and that is creating a shadow down here. Super subtle, because it's quite far away, but so yeah, even that might be a bit much. But just that little refinement of the shadows and the highlights can make a massive difference. But yeah, this looks great. This looks super good. Hey Gaurav, how's it going? I finally caught a stream live. Hey Jen, is that Jen? New Jen to the Discord? It's a good looking sandwich, isn't it? It's a good looking sandwich. It always helps if you've got like a really good starting image as well. New Gen. Hey, New Gen. Welcome. Did you want to share your work? I've actually just run out. So if anyone has any work that they would like to share and they want to throw it in the Discord, you are guaranteed to have it reviewed right now. Or I can crack on with something else. Oh, have I left the poll running? Oops. I'm very good, thank you. Very good. What about UI projects? Oh, I don't do a ton of UI stuff nowadays. I am working on a project at the minute, actually, which is quite nice. But I can't show that. How do you organize time? I don't. Next question. My life is just perpetual chaos. I'm stuck on a dashboard design. Ooh, I mean, do you want to send it over? I kind of want to see now. That's a good question. Right, so yeah, me and Pops were talking about this yesterday. Because obviously we did Monster Ski last year, and we somehow ended up making a music video, which I don't know where that came from. And so we were talking about what to do this year. Like, do we, because we've not got long, but do we do another music video? And then obviously, do we do the song as well? So we're going to be doing a Halloween competition, but it's just how far are we going to go with it? I do have Figma, but I've not got it installed. But if you export a JPEG or something, I can at least open it up and I'll give you my honest thoughts. I do need to install Figma and Framer. I've not got anything. Oh, I still need to get all my software back. It's not until you wipe everything you realize like how much stuff you've actually accumulated. Although I do seem to have like an extra half of my hard drive, so I don't know where that was all being taken up from before. I have absolutely no idea. Figma download. She's back. Da, da, da. Oh yeah, PNG's cool. Oh, cool. Be gentle, but also be gentle, but also helpful. Oh, that's funny. Ha! Oh, I love that. That's so cool. This is more illustrative. So when I look at something more like this, I'm obviously not an illustrator, so I do say to take my opinion with a grain of salt because I'm definitely much more uh, design oriented. Whereas there's lots of little touches in illustration here that I think someone who is an illustrator would be better suited to give something useful. But I can still tell you what I think. I think it looks really, really cool. I love the stylized human with the chunky thighs and the teeny little head. That's so cool. And I think it's fun. It's obviously hard for me to see the details because it's a PNG, but the lettering it matches the same vibe. Obviously, the colors are pretty. Yeah, there's colors that match, which is cool. And it all just feels super fun. Design Sprint 26. Yeah, I mean, in terms of the lettering, it's in fact the whole thing, the lettering, the illustration style. It's not really my sort of style or cup of tea in terms of lettering, but I think it totally works if you're going for more of like a hand drawn, fun kind of feel. Hey, Jagrit, can you review my match day poster? Yeah, where is it? Post it, post it, post it. No, the only reason I say if you've got the master files, PSD or AI files or whatever, I can then open it up and have a play. And sometimes instead of just saying what I think, I can show you what I'd do. That's the only reason I ask for them. Hey Nick, how you doing? I was thinking about you the other day, man. I was like, oh, I remember Nick. Nick joined as a member ages ago. I've not seen him in so long. How are you? Are you busy? Memphis style illustration looks great. So cool. Is this yours? Oh, is it in the thingy thing? Where is it? I will send it. Okay, cool. Raquel, I like the font. New job. Oh, nice. What kind of role is it? What sort of stuff are you doing? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's in the Discord. I'm Mauser Baby, is that you? And then once you're in the Discord, it's on the left hand side. There's one called Design Review Submissions. Yeah. Jen, is this a font or is this all completely custom? Or is it custom drawn with specific layer styles? Because like I would lean towards a layer style, but then the highlight switches. So the highlight here is top right, then it's top left, then there's no highlight. So I'm kind of leaning more towards custom or different layer styles based on a font and then my wobbles. Okay. Would you review sports apparel? Does it? Hey, I'll review anything. I'll review anything, and if I can't, or I can't give a useful opinion, I'll just say, just hold my hands up and go, "Hey, I'm useless. Don't listen to me." Let's have a look. Match day poster. Do. Right. Yeah, that. I mean, I wish I could say more, Jen. I really do. But I think in terms of, I mean, one thing I probably would say is just with the highlights and stuff, maybe keep a little bit of continuity between the different letters. Like I love this sort of style here with the shadowed edges and the little highlights. And so like the two here as well, like if this one's got a highlight, I'd probably carry that over to this one. And I mean, if the highlight's flipping from top to bottom, my part of my brain's like, oh, that's inconsistent. But the other part of me is like, this is just fun. But I think if you have letters that don't have any highlight at all, and all the other ones do, then that can stand out a little bit. So I would just try and have a little bit more consistency. But because it is just so fun and it's got like a more hand-drawn feel, yeah, don't do what I would do and overthink it. I would totally overthink this and everything would just be regimented and arguably less fun. Also, I didn't even stop to appreciate the fact that this character is the eye, which is interesting because it doesn't matter. You read it anyway. A lot of times your brain will fill in the blanks with words like this. I didn't even actually register that there were no eyes and that this character was the eyes. But I still read it anyway. Maybe that's just me, I don't know. I'm in the overthinking phase. No, don't do it. I see it as intentional misalignment rather than highlights. Okay. Oh no, sir, sorry. I don't mean these bits. These bits here. Oops. Yeah, these bits here that kind of almost like coloring outside the lines. Yeah, that's fine. That's cool. When I say highlights, I'm referring to just these little white bits that are inside the letters. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Whether having the odd few letters with the colour spilling out over the lines, I don't know about that at all. I'm not sure. You wish the text was a bit darker? Okay. I haven't done an After Effects tutorial in a while. I've focused more on Illustrator. And then obviously Photoshop. But if you do have any After Effects questions, I will try and help. I wouldn't say I'm a motion graphics designer at all, but I can use After Effects enough to get the job done. You like the messy look? Yeah, it's hard to see because it's pixelated, but I think the main thing is it's got that fun element. It all fits and it feels fun. Right. Submitted. Oh, crap. What have I just clicked? Okay. Right. Gorav, what am I looking at? What am I looking at? I see two footballers. Okay, cool. We'll do that one in a sec. Fierce. Fierce. Okay. I made a poster for match day between Manchester City and United. Cool. Go away. I think the photos are really good, which help. The photos being good, really cool cinematic lighting, that really does help. Did you, Gorav, did you add like all the blue? Hang on. Did you add all of this stuff, these blue highlights? Because I mean, all of that fits together with the blue stadium. I love all of that stuff. Yeah, it looks amazing. Flipping love it. Like these highlights here, up the side of the face. That's so cool. Up the back of the neck. So they're both, whoops, they're both treated in the same way, even the blue in the hair. Yeah, so that is flipping lush. Also, the lightning down the middle. I love that as well. I wanna. Again, this is just my brain. I want to move it over. So if that's marking the center point, the lightning, I want to just move the lightning over and rotate it a tiny bit counterclockwise. So it's still vertical, but straight down the middle. If you're going to do a split like this, have it bang on. You're almost in the center, but just have it dead symmetrical. M10, the first copy. I mean, I don't know what this is for. Yeah, this bit here. So with lightning or fire or any kind of effects in Photoshop that are emitting light, never either use opacity or transparency on them, because when you have a light source and you make it transparent, it looks crap. And never brush a black dark fade over it. I see why you've done it to get the light text to stand out. But when you add like a black fade on top of it, or of a light source, it ends up looking like really murky. You see? Super bright and punchy lightning. And then you get that sort of murky look. And I would change the font as well. And remove the harsh drop shadow. The thing, that's the whole thing. If you said to me like, oh, okay, what would you critique about it? It would be this bit here. I'm not entirely sure what this bit is, but in terms of the main title at the top, it feels kind of a bit squished. You've got the retouching and the fade on the lightning. I'd be tempted to have your title here. In fact, let's try it. Let's just try it. Match day. Let's have a gander. And you've obviously got the lighting or lightning, which is tricky. So I try and center it with the lightning not obstructing any of the letters. Oh God, I'm so used to having my proper tool set. Oh, M10 bit, that's a watermark. Okay, gotcha. I'm a UFC fan. Can I share in Discord? Yes, Nick, go for it. Go, go, go. Let's see it. So I can't quite get rid of the fade. Yeah, I'd probably bring it. You could move the characters down, the footballers down, and this would give you a bit more space to have a title at the top if you wanted. Or you could bring it down and then have them fill the whole frame. Is match day all one word as well? Because you could have match day, which might look kind of cool. How? Okay. I wonder if there's a way we could not use black. Let's just have a play. You see, you can use black and it makes it stand out, but then it makes it murky. I wonder if we could sample some sort of blue. Do you see what I mean? So it's a little bit more subtle. Maybe we could do a darker blue. Just do a little bit. This may or may not work. No, maybe that. So it just goes from the letter being completely blended to creating a little bit of contrast, but it's a bit blue instead of sort of black and murky. And I suppose you could add a shadow, but I would make the shadow super soft, so it's very subtle, and I would make it blue as well, like a really dark blue. So if I do a before and after, you see there, before, after. So just like lots of little subtle changes can be used to bring something out. Although if you were to move the lightning and rotate it, you'd probably get it going straight down here through the sea, which would actually kind of look cool. You could even have it running in front of one part and behind another part. I did it in like an hour and forgot to save. Oh no. Oh no. I've got chronic save syndrome. I literally hover my thumb and finger over Command and Control S every second I work. That's literally where my hand sits, and I tap it every now and then. It's probably like some sort of paranoia in there. Or yeah, you could have the lightning go behind the guys. Or something else you could do is you could use the lightning as the divider. So at the minute, this guy on the right is kind of coming in front, but you could actually completely remove all of this if you've got them as two separate people, and then you could use that as a hard divide, so the neither footballer crosses onto the other side. But yeah, I think generally it looks really cool. The color, the retouching on the face, the blue, I love the whole thing. I think it would just be the lettering and the lightning that maybe needs a few little tweaks. Oh, nice. You're doing another one. Liverpool and Crystal Palace. Oh my goodness. We had a few. They're all coming in now. The submissions are flying in. Oh, crap. What have I done? Right, we're going to have to pick this up, Dan. Come on, Ginger. Right, we've got some UI. UI. Oh, this looks clean. This looks deliciously clean. Okay, we've got 3 separate screens. Oh, this is flipping excellent. This is so good. You've not even got any color in here, and the hierarchy. Yeah, this is cool. Okay. Great use of just grays and black and white. Icons, great. Lined up, spaced out. Personally, I wouldn't indent this one here, but honestly, that is personal preference. Like for me, I'd keep it in the same place. But that's fine, whatever. That's just my personal thing. But the spacing between them all, the alignment, the icon size is consistent, which is really cool. I'm eyeballing every little bit of spacing. The alignment is super tight. All of these columns are aligned. The title's a bit off. So for the title of the currency, those values are gonna get longer and shorter, but they're gonna do so from the right hand side. So your total, line that up down there. Line the total. There you go, total. Line it up to that right side. That's what I do. All of these, fine. Status depends here. You could line it up to the left, or you could center it. I'd go left, so I would just nudge this over a tiny bit so it hits that left edge. Actions, it's sticking out a tiny bit. Line it up with the flag, and then total. Line that up to the. I would either go to the right side, or if you did find that it's too close to status, what you could do is have total there and then put status in the middle and actions in the middle. You obviously don't want them to be too close, but at the minute this is just floating in no man's land. And because these values here could be really short or they could be really, really long, there's no way you could really align it to on the left, because it might look weird depending on the data. These super tight. Size pixel too tall or a pixel too short here. So the box size seems almost the same as these, but not quite. Yeah, this is what I'm looking at. See this sort of stuff? Yeah, super tight. This text centered. That's good. On the left and the right. Pretty close. Couple pixels out on the right, but you know, splitting hairs. One thing, maybe I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna just try something, because there's obviously lots of information, and trying to distill all this information in a simple way is like one of the big challenges of UI design like this. It's like, how do you make all this stuff look as easy to read as possible? So for me personally, I would just lose that whole divider. You've got plenty, whole container. So you've got plenty of space here, top and bottom. That container around this content doesn't really do anything except, for me, separate it from the content that it relates to. So because all of these, you know, the filters here and the search and the blah, blah, blah relates to that below, boxing it off in a container, it kind of doesn't really make sense to me. So I would take it out personally and have it like that. It just opens it up. God, your attention to detail is flipping excellent. So good. I'm like eyeballing every line, every alignment, spacing here, top and bottom. It's really good. The breathing space here, just enough, not too much, not too tight. Yeah, this is super cool. Very smart. Yeah, God, I flipping love this. I love it. The way you've used all these different shades of grey to create this hierarchy, I think you've done it really well. I think there's a border missing there. There's like a border line that I think might be missing. Yeah, it looks great. You've got the light grey, you've got the white, but then you've got the little light grey border to just reinforce those edges. Yeah, this looks cool. Again, tiny micro niggle. This icon here, I would just make those the same. So I would just move this over to here. Oops, just a tiny bit. So then you get a consistent width all the way around. We're talking micro niggles now. Yeah. It's hard because I'm not looking at it 100% size, so it's hard for me to look at those buttons and go, yeah, they're too small, make them bigger. I'm not sure because I'm not looking at it at 100% size. The word pending here, I would just make sure that that is central in the box. It feels quite tight to the bottom at the minute, but that could just be the PNG export. And yeah, what else have we got? Yeah, all this stuff, spacing and alignment, it's just super tight. Yeah, like here, total, see you've aligned it to the right. Similar thing on the other page. Quantity, I'd probably centrally align that. I'd center it or left align it, and then these left align, left align. So the headers of the columns line up to something methodically. And then what's this one? Inventory. Yeah, this is all pretty similar. Similar comments before. I'm not sure what the blue is. The blue's not part of the design, is it? You're making me so happy right now. I can't. Is that genuine? You being sarcastic? Hopefully, this is helpful. I think it looks excellent. And you haven't even used color here. If you wanted to use color to add in a splash of color, so your low, your in stock is green, and your low stock is amber, and your out of stock is red or whatever. I think you could definitely do that, and it would only be a good thing. But the fact that you've got the design, in my opinion, working structurally and from a hierarchy point of view as well, with no color or just shades of grey, I think is a testament to how good it is. I would just consider things like that. You could pop in little bits of color, or if there's any branding, I know it just says logo up here, but if you did have a specific brand and they've got a palette, you could just pepper in some colors. So like the brand color could be on the active tab here, so it's crystal clear where they are. But oh, it's a screenshot error. Yeah, I was going to say. Like everything, don't like the blue. Oh, good. Did my mouse just go really big for a second then? Oh, God. What is that? How do I change that? Oh, hello. There's a cat. I got to change that. pointer. What on earth was that? How do I change the... It's like a thing, isn't it? Where you... Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I had to shake that quite violently to... God, that's horrible. Like, how do I get rid of that? That's going to drive me insane. Oh, excellent. Yes, I look forward to seeing the final one. It's just a wire right now. The prototype will be done by the weekend. Oh, okay. Oh, genuine. Okay. Wasn't sure if it was like, oh, thanks, Dan. Thanks for nothing, Ginger. Yeah, I mean, the fact that this is obviously well, to me, this is a very, very high fidelity wireframe. You know, you're probably not far away from a finished design. I just spotted another thing. The numbers down here, I would just make sure that they are centered under the content. So it's a little bit more to the right at the moment. But yeah, also this bit here, I don't know if this is intentional, but just, you know, if you're going to line things up like that, just have it all kind of end at the same point on the left and right. But yeah, it looks great. Fantastic. Anyway, yeah, well, hopefully that was helpful. You've been stressing about it. Oh, honestly, no, don't. You know, I spent most of my career doing UI design, or at least my freelance career doing web and UI stuff. I don't really do a lot of it now because I just focus more on teaching and I'm more interested in like logo and branding projects. I still do some every now and then, but that's what I spent a lot of my career doing. So accessibility display pointer. Oh, thank you, James. Thank you. Shake mouse pointer. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't see the stream. Hopefully we're still running. Yeah. I want to make a football poster now. I mean, I've been staring at it for so long. Honestly, don't. Just you take a break, go and have an ice cream or something. I think you've earned it. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome. Okay. Let's have a look. God, they're all flying in today. Oh, sorry, messed up the... Okay, so... This is a UFC thing. I'm just got to... It's not copying and pasting, because of course it's not. Why would my computer copy and paste correctly? Honestly, my computer has been doing it. Since I reset everything, it's been doing really stupid things. Have you ever had it where you, at least on Mac, where you're trying to left click on things and it suddenly becomes a right click and you can't actually select anything? Everything is a right click. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, 100%. We'll definitely review it. The Diamond. Dustin Poirier. Is that right? Ooh. Dustin Poirier is an American mixed martial artist and former interim UFC lightweight champion. He was born on January the 19th in Lafayette, Louisiana. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so is this like a poster that's just more like a passion project tribute to this fighter? I love the style. It feels like a whole mix of different styles. And you got the black and white as well. The diamond. Yeah, this is super cool. You could even lean into the grunge a little bit more. You know, like how here you've got this sort of distressed font. You could apply some of that a bit more to the gloves, for example. Even the diamond here, it's got like almost like a watercolor paint splat grunge texture to it, with the edges being very like imperfect. And there's sort of a texture coming through the text, but kind of not really. I feel like you could lean into that a little bit more. So this sort of texture, or even distressing it a little bit, and just bring that across. I love, again, the color, the use of black, whites, grays. Kind of feels like a little bit off-white as well. Yeah. Oh, I thought it had a bit of color in it, but no. So just sort of a little bit gray instead of white. Yeah. So cool. Yeah, and the signature as well. The whole thing feels like almost like you've got different pieces and physically cut them out and stuck them together like a scrapbook or some newspaper cuttings or something. Yeah, like the hand-drawn scribbly bit. Shine bright like a diamond. The only bit I don't really like is this big divider. And that's purely just because you've got the signature and you've got the thin lettering here. I just think it needs to be like half that weight. That probably seems odd. You've got a whole design here and it's like, oh, I don't like the divider. I would just half the height of it, because everything else up here is just so like a lot thinner and it just feels too chunky. Just fan art, okay. Ah, how can I... let me see if I can... I'll try and demo something. It might work, it might not. Let me just search for a file. Gritty grunge texture. Let's see if I can sync this. I just want to try something. It's tricky because it's a flat graphic, but we'll try it anyway, because the gloves here, they feel a bit more like an icon. Not clip art, but do you know what I mean? It's kind of feels quite clean. And I feel like it's got like the whole thing's got like a sort of gritty feel to it with a little bit of grunge, and it'd be so cool to kind of bring that in. So I don't know if this is going to work or not. Copy and paste. We'll turn it into a smart object. Ah, hello.
We're still streaming.
We're still streaming. Filter, distort, displace, and we'll just try 2020 and see what happens. And then just grab yourself a file, save it as a PSD file, black and white, make it a texture. I'm using this one. And what it will do is it will use it as a displacement map to grunge up this thing, if this works. I think it's quite subtle. We'll try 50. Sometimes it does take a bit of experimenting with the values. That's probably too much. Let's try 30 horizontal and 10 vertical. You might need the original vector. That's like a, if you've got the original vector, you'll get a better result because it's not unless let's try we'll select the color range, cut, paste, delete everything else. We'll try that. Let's have a look. If we move it over here. Yeah. This is just obviously a very quick example, but you see what I mean? You can use a displacement map to kind of grunge it up a little bit. And I would start playing with my grunge brushes, but I've not got any. Because I have it fresh installed on my computer. But all of this sort of grungy imperfection, these kind of spatter edges, they sort of fit with some of the other stuff a bit more. And you could apply it to everything actually. The text over here, give it a bit of grunge, a bit more brushwork. And just sort of lean into that style a little bit more. Hopefully that's helpful anyway. Also, something else you could do, you don't really have to, because it's kind of meant to be more cuttings, I think, like that sort of style. But something you could do if you wanted is you could make a little bit more depth by just adding some shadows. So we've got Dustin here I'm just doing this very quickly, is casting a shadow onto Dustin behind. And then Dustin behind, he's casting a shadow onto the diamond. Obviously do this properly. When you do it properly, it kind of just creates like a bit of layered depth. You could even do it with the text as well. So like, have it like shadows there. And so it's almost as if his arm is casting a shadow onto the thing behind it. Depends what you want to go for. If you want to go for like a flat look, leave that alone, don't do it. If you want to create like a bit more of a layered depth style, which personally I think would look really cool with this sort of style, even if it's just subtle, then that could be something you lean into. Oh, that's all right. Hang on, I've got a tutorial that I'll share. If you enjoyed the whole displacement map grunge thing, I do have a tutorial. I go into all that in my Photoshop courses in more detail, but I've also got a free YouTube video that goes into doing that for text. Poppy has arrived. I'm home. Hello, everybody, says Poppy.
I had a delicious steak.
Oh, well, I'm happy for you and your delicious steak. Well done, you. Actually, I had a wrap with scrambled egg and some chicken rashers. Created these cover options for a sustainability report for a golf tournament. Oh, yeah. I think a few things might not be quite aligned, and I could edit the figure a bit more. Among a few other minor cleanups, the client wants to use green, but it is not within their color palette. I chose to use teal and blue, part of their palette, along with images to make it look more green. These are in review with the client, but any feedback is gladly welcomed. Right, hang on, we've got like 6 pages. 6 pages. Oh. Right, I'm going to have to click through these. Oh, Moose, you're putting me to work.
Put it to work, mate.
Put him to work. Come on, Ginger. Get your act together, mate. Okay. I've numbered them because I'm trying to be clever. Although they're probably going to load up in the wrong order. Oh, now she said, "Oh, I can send a PDF if it's easier." No, it's fine. I've done it now. I'm gonna wait till he's exported them all one by one. Then I'll suggest sending a PDF. That'll show him.
To be fair, there is a slight delay. No,
Don't defend her.
She probably messaged it before you did that.
God, you girls stick together, don't you? You girls. It's like you all stick together, but then it's like a coordinated assault on me. Yes. You don't even deny it, do you? You're just like, yeah, and what? I'm a newbie. I don't know if you've got videos on logo designs on the channel. Yes. I've got lots of videos on probably more logo design, but with Illustrator. So a lot of the channel content is Illustrator and Photoshop. But if you go to Dansky Live, that YouTube channel, you'll see where we do lots and lots of logo design live. So you get to see the full process, creating ideas. That's probably where they're longer, but if it's the kind of thing that you're happy to throw on in the background, you'll be able to see the logo design process a bit more. Yeah, there's probably more logo stuff on the live channel. It's all your fault, Dan. Oh, thanks, Andrea. Much appreciated. Just whatever happens, shut up, Dan. It's your fault. Right. Okay, what am I looking at? I'll try and resist the temptation to have a childish reaction. Yeah. Oh, dear me. It's been a long day. It's not actually. It's been a very short day. Dansky's multi-talented. No, he isn't. Oh, the abuse. Okay, feedback in general. Okay, so golf in the grass looks really cool. I really do like that. I would probably just give it a little bit more retouching on the spherical nature. So how am I going to do this? Can I do this easily? I'll try. So whereas the golf ball looks more rounded, I would just try and brush around the edge a bit more to make it feel a bit more rounded. Something like that. And you could do the same across the top here with a bit of a highlight. You could...
Hey, Kaya!
Hey, thank you, Kaya. Oh, you absolute legend.
Ding! Where's the gong?
It's... Hang on, I'll go and get it.
Yeah, you've got to do the gong.
We'll do one for Kaya and one for Infant as well. 2 new members today. Ow, that hurts. That really hurts. Do not flick a gong with your nail. That is not advisable. Oh, hey, Carl. You'll want to rewind. We did your logo. We did your Grandpa's Church logo. And then, yeah, this one here. So the grass is like wrapped around the golf ball. So, hey, Afif. I would... Oh, this is probably a bit too... I'm trying to do this, but it's not a layered PSD, so it's kind of, I'm sort of limited to what I can really do. Well, anyway. Yeah, and then we'll just dial that down. So it sort of just makes it look like there's a little bit, that's probably a bit too much of a shadow, but just like there's a little bit more of a shadow there. So the grass is kind of coming over the top of the ball. And then if we do it before and after, just that little bit of retouching takes it from like a bit more sort of flat to just looking a little bit more spherical. And you could drop it down and make it subtle, even there. Sort of flat to a bit more rounded. Yeah, this is cool. Nice subtle drop shadow to just lift that off the background. Sustainability report. So sorry. Are these all different designs? Are they effectively the same thing, but you're just trying different designs? I forgot. I was getting ready for the report side of it. Then, are these 6 different designs for the same thing? Okay, gotcha. Right. Okay, so I guess first of all, let's just see which one. I mean, I do like that one. I do like that one. You couldn't map. Does the logo have to be presented like this? Could you map the logo so it sits on the ball? Or is that, I don't know, maybe that would be a bit of a no-no. But it would look really cool if you could do that. This one, I feel like there's a bit too much going on. Lots of creativity, but I feel like it's, in terms of hierarchy, there's just a bit too much. I'm not entirely sure where to look. That sort of similar, but that one's a lot easier. I think because you've got that sort of white space. That is really nice, actually, and really clean. Oh, this is hard. Okay, we'll go process of elimination then. So I'll knock out the ones that I'm not a fan of. Oh, that's annoyingly clever as well. The way you got the kind of ball, that is really cool. Hey, who are you? Legs? You got to leave it in. Yeah, I'm not as familiar with the colours. It feels like there's a lot of different colours happening here. So you've got like the golds, blues, reds, greys, greens, whites. It does feel like there's quite a lot happening. Oh, this one's nice as well. I'm not a massive... This bit here, I'm not entirely sure what the water rock thing is. I'm not a big fan of that. But I do like everything else. In fact, the fact that this is a field, but you've kind of cut it out as well, I really do like that. That's cool. Yeah, and then she's cut out as well. Yeah. Oh, this is flipping hard. Okay, I like the idea, but there's too many colors, and I feel like the positioning of the elements is a bit random, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Oh, I'm not as much of a fan of that one. I like how centered it is, but these two. I got to pick one of these. It's definitely going to be this one over the other one, 100%. This one feels really clean and tidy in terms of the title is big and bold. It stands out. This looks really clean, just on white, central, balanced. Huh. God, it's hard. Did you not see the legs? I think you like the same one I do. All right, don't tell me. Don't tell me if you've got a pick. Don't tell me. We'll see if. Ah, I like bits of. I like bits of different ones because now my brain's saying, "Well, can you split sustainability over two lines like that?" I think it looks cool creatively. Sustainability 2025 report. I'm just sort of thinking how it reads as well. Um, yeah, yeah. And whether you flip it round, so you have this the main sustainability bit in the dark blue, and then have the report in the linear style. I don't know, but yeah, I do like this one. Just not the blue rock thing. And then what I would do is if you're going to go with this one, I would remove the blue rock water thing entirely, and then just have that badge, the circle badge in the corner here. So it's kind of like a stamp in the corner, but it's not interfering with. We've got a logo up here. We've got text. We've got a lot of stuff going on. I would just stick it out there, out the way. Yeah, it's hard, isn't it, when you've got either lots of words or really, really long words. So that's what I mean. I like the way that you've creatively solved that by breaking it up. I don't think it's a problem having it on two lines. Sustainability. What is the actual order? Sustainability report 2025. Okay, so the only thing that you could. No, it's tricky. Yeah, I was just thinking in terms of hierarchy. So this is number. This text here is number one. This is number two, and then this is number three. So the hierarchy at the minute, Sustainability Report 2025. The hierarchy at the minute doesn't quite sort of flow left to right, top to bottom, but I don't know. Is that a problem? I feel like you almost want it. Like if this was going to be the layout, even though it technically doesn't read correctly left to right, whatever, what you could do to maybe get around that is have sustainability in solid navy blue, have the word report in this kind of, what is it, duck egg green or whatever this color is. So they're both solid colors. They stand out more. People are going to read it. Sustainability report first. Then you have the 2025 in that linear style. So it's totally set back. So it then hopefully sort of negates any sort of hierarchy because the sustainability is so big and bold. The report is a big bold color. So you see that first, and then you've got the 2025 that's a bit more subtle. That's possibly one way around it. And that way you still get to keep all the styling, the layout. You're just literally switching the colors and the stroke style in that round. And it depends as well. The logo, this might sit just fine in the middle. Yeah, probably, yeah. I was going to say if you get rid of this thing, you could then move the logo over here, but I don't think with the word report it will fit. Yeah, that's just, hopefully that's helpful. That's just my brain trying to find like a logical solution to the hierarchy problem without upsetting the layout that you've done and that you've got working. So it might work just setting back the year to kind of force the hierarchy a little bit more without it having to be literally left to right, top to bottom. But yeah, I love the hills. And the way you've got like a
with the sound of music.
Thanks for that. Oh, that was lovely. Did anyone hear that? I don't know if you can actually hear Poppy in the back. I think Andrea might have heard it. It's normally me that breaks out into song when Poppy says something.
Not often you hear the word hills.
Yes, we are blessed. Normally it would be Poppy that will say something. She'd be like, "Oh, what do you want for dinner, Dan?" I'll be like, "Oh, what do you want for dinner, Dan? Would you like it in a frying pan? I'm going to get into my van and drive." Andrea, stop it. Yeah. Glenn's like looking behind him like, what the hell is going on? Is there someone behind me just singing? The hills are alive. What the fuck? You're good, Glenn. Don't worry. I mean, Kerry said earlier that he was on his digger thing at work.
Yeah.
And I said to him, I was like, "Oh, if you've got any like people there, like who are they called, like John or anything?" Because they can go, "Oi, John, you're a twat." That'd be so good. It would be really funny until Kerry would be like, "Oh yeah, I got fired today."
Yeah.
John thought I called him a twat, but I would feel so awful for a few days. And then I would try and encourage Kerry to see the funny side of it. Poppy's got an incredible singing voice.
Thank you.
Thank you. I posted what they used last year. Let's have a look. Where did you post it? Oh, okay. So more emphasis on, let me open it up. So more emphasis on golf and less emphasis on words. Yeah, I feel like the wording on this one's really, they could have made a little bit more of that. I love this. I love the solid treatment, the color treatment, and then the clean logo. I do like that.
We need a pottery channel. Because did you show your pottery thing?
Huh? What? Where's the pottery channel?
Afif said we need a pottery channel.
Why do we need a pottery channel? They said the design last year was too red. Isn't that...
Sing something. Go on, sing, Dan. Dan's got a lovely voice when he sings properly.
What do you want me to sing? The hills are alive with the sound of music. Well, that was my first thought, Moosh. Yeah. I didn't want to jump the gun, but I was like, This is your colour. That would be like me saying, "Oh yeah, my website's got a bit too much orange on it." It's like, Dan, you're a ginger.
Ginger wind.
Shut up, Andrea. Yeah, I mean, I mean, I sort of. It's hard when people say something like it's too red because I kind of struggle to get my head around it a little bit, especially if red is their brand color. Do you know what I mean? It's I mean, I think there's just as much green in there as well.
Hills have eyes. Scary.
When Dan sings, I'm afraid of what the hills are alive with. Savage. Oh, I'm going to have to go and have a little cry now this afternoon. I was going to go and do something, but I'm going to have to put that to one side and just sob quietly in the corner. Where's a cat when you need him?
Oh yeah, Imagine Dragons.
Who? What?
We love Imagine Dragons. Well, I love Imagine Dragons.
I can, Afif. Yes, you are right.
That Warriors one is great.
Ding diddly ding. I love that song. That's so good. Greycliff's a good font choice, Kyle. Greycliff something, whatever it's called. It's like a sans serif typeface, but it's got nice rounded corners. Greycliff CF, but it's like subtle rounded, and it's got lots of weights as well. So it's not condensed, but it is pretty damn sexy. Greycliff. Yeah, no, I'll leave the singing to Poppy. Now I had to turn down the volume, or Mum would wake up.
No.
Or you could tell us your mum's name, and we could sing to her. Get Poppy to sing.
Raquel's mom. Raquel's mom.
Oh yeah. Don't yeah. Try not to expand the stroke unless you need to. Unless there's a specific reason. Ideally, like what I do with pretty much all my logo designs in that sort of style is keep everything editable as a stroke as far as I can, right to the very end if I need to, because then you just get like consistent widths and things. That's a good question. Greycliffs. It might be an Adobe font. I would lean towards Adobe because I've not installed any of my Envato fonts after wiping my computer, and I have this installed. So it has to be an Adobe font or something like that. Did you see the second version? Oh no. I think we opened it up. It was like super rounded. The original font. Right. Oh, okay, we'll open this up. I show speed. That sounds familiar. Is he a YouTuber, a streamer person or something? I've heard the name. Do. Oh, that's so cool. How did you create this? Was it Photoshop or Illustrator? I want to try and guess. Maybe Photoshop? Yeah, brushwork in Photoshop. I don't think that's Mesh Tool. But I may be wrong. Oh, I don't know actually. No, I'm going to say brushwork. Oh, Illustrator. Is it the Mesh Tool? Or did you do any brushwork in Photoshop? Oh, Gaussian blur. Okay, so we're making shapes and then just blurring them, yeah? I got it. I got a plan, Moosh. Here we go. Much better. Oh, wow, you did this 2 years ago. Ha, that's so cool. Got the logo on there as well. Oh, I hear a cat. I hear a kitty cat. Come on. Come on, Saucy. Come on. Come on. Oh, kitty cat. He's like, why am I upside down? Oh, I've not seen you all day. Oh, a baby. Yes, indeed. Big baby bum. Oh, Mr. Purry Pants. He is a big baby. Oh, it is an Adobe font. Good. Oh, yeah, this one's Crumble. Hmm. Oh. He likes hiding under the beard.
Big baby.
He is a big baby. That's funny, Carl. Me neither. I've been setting up my computer because I wiped it last night. So, but we had a bunch of design review stuff. I think I'm pretty much caught up now. But so if anyone does want to submit more stuff, we'll do more design reviews. I love it. But I think I've pretty much ran out now. Oh, little chicken, aren't you? You little chicken.
Meow.
Remix his voice. He thinks he's about to be fed.
No,
Are you going to jump ship
it's
for
not
food?
time. It's all cooked.
Now you got to add Kyle's logo. What, to your design? Sorry, Crumble.
Oh.
Work calls. Got it. We can do this. Oof, that's not quite come across correctly. Looks kind of almost like a bit of a stormtrooper or something. Let's see if we can do something with this. And what else have we got? Pop this in as well. Yeah, much better. Take their logo out. We'll pop this one in. Fantastic. And then we've also got Mike's logo. So we'll take that one. And we'll add this into the design. Sorry, Moosh, we're just making a few improvements here. I think after this it should be, I'd say it's probably, 95% of the way there and good to send off to your client. I'll just create a sponsor, sponsored by. There we go. And we'll put that over here. Yeah. I think it's looking, and we'll maybe change that. Put that, so it's like where in the O. That's kind of cool. I think we nailed it. What do you think, Moosh? How do you remove a complex background having the same color as the subject? What you do is you cut out with the pen tool or any of the selection tools as best you can. And then you need to, if you have things like hair, you need to draw the hair back in manually. And this is where I would lean into. That is covered in Module 1, Lesson 3 in the Photoshop Masterclass. But that's what I would do. So you want to cut off all the stray hairs, keep the main bulk of the hair, and then draw new hair back in. It's time consuming, but it can yield an amazing result. Ain't that right, Raquel? Raquel knows. Oh, thank you, Moosh. It's all in a day's work. Nothing to it, really. In fact, I think just to really finish this off, this is the icing on the cake. We're just going to flip it into a negative. That's it. We've gone for like a 9 to 10 different color palette range. I mean, maybe this could be a new series on the streams where we just design things and make them look as awful as possible. Everything looks evil and sinister and negative when you flip it around. Love to see. In an alternative universe, I'd love to see their reaction if you were to present this to them. Just be like, what? Oh, it'd be so good. Oh, muck up Mondays. I love it. Oh, my boss would laugh at me and then walk away. Oh,
Wait,
dear.
it's Tuesday today.
Yeah, it is. I think I might have said Raquel for something, but I've forgotten. That was like a whole minute ago. I can't remember much beyond that. Yeah. Oh, okay. We'll just do one more really quickly. Because I need to eat. I'm going for a tarot reading tonight, which is going to be super fun. With Mike, who sometimes joins the streams.
Mike's great.
Mike is fantastic. The real deal. A flipping legend. You don't have if you want to. Go eat. This is really bad. Yeah, do you know what? Screw it, Moosh. just end the stream. Okay. Garber Automotive Group. No mind games. Just car keys. Wait, what? No mind games. Just car keys. I don't think I understand it. It might just be me. I like the image and the big key. I really do like it. It's simple, but I think it just... I don't get the wording personally. But I like the image and the simplicity of it. And the way you've got the trees here as well with the fog and the logo, that sort of stuff is really cool. I always love to try and do that if I can. If you get the right image and it just creates a space where you can plonk a graphic or a logo or some text and have it still stand out, that's really cool. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand the mind games bit, but you know, maybe I'm not gonna. I don't really know. Yeah, I think what I would probably do is, if this is the wording and everything, instead of just having the big sort of dark fade all over, I'd probably try and subtly fade over the trees here. So use the fade more to kind of help the text pop, but then still have it so you can see the road here and the road here as well, and then the trees over here. Do you know what I mean? Because this is such a nice image with the trees and the road, and I just feel like the bottom area is super, super dark. And I know why it's really good doing that, because you can get text to stand out. It's a clever technique. But for this example, I would use it more subtly around where the text is, and then just let some more of this image come through here, and up here as well. Because I think it would look really nice, and you've got such nice colouring in the trees as well. So just sort of maybe dial back the shadowing and use it a bit more subtly. Oh, I see. Right, gotcha. So the mind games comes from that assumption, I think. Gotcha. I see. I mean, if I wanted to be a smart ass, I'd say, okay, so no mind games, but what, do you sell car keys, or can I have a car with those keys, or do I just get the keys? As loyal as your dog. See, that's something that anyone can understand that. See, that's good. I like that. As loyal as your dog. It's clever as well, because I think it relates to something anyone. I don't even have a dog, but I know about.
You have had a dog.
I have had a dog for a while, but I know we had dogs actually when I was younger. Huh. Sorry, William and Spyro. I completely forgot them for a second. But yeah.
I want a dog.
I want a dog. I want a goat. I want a pig and some chickens. I want a house. I want a car. I want a ring. I want a new kitchen. I want everything. Oh, my goodness. Oh, what is it, Crumble? I cuddled you like 5 seconds ago. Will make your ex jealous. That's so good. See that? Oh yeah, I think I prefer this. I prefer this to the first one. The first one's sort of a little bit lost on me. That's funny. The mock-ups are great, by the way. It's so great seeing it like this, not just on its own, and actually seeing it with context. So have they got to pick one of these designs? Yeah, Moosh, is it just one they're going to go with? We'll give your old car a new story. You got the plate in the book. It's tricky. This is my favorite design out of the lot. I absolutely love this one here. So flipping clean, and the way the tire comes in and the text is legible and it's centered, and I'd love the border on the right to be the same width as the top and the bottom, but that's just me and minor detail. Yeah, kind of, yeah, a bit more like here. You see that width is consistent. Oh yeah, I flipping love that. That's so bloody sexy. Nope, they don't have to use any. It's just a sample of what they could have. It's for a potential client. They have in-house design, but the owner wanted to. Oh, okay. I got you. So it's just kind of ideas for what they could have potentially. So you've got like a whole mix of different styles and things. What one stands out to you, Moosh, out of all of these, if you had to pick one sort of direction? Because stylistically, I think they're all really different, which is good because it kind of gives them a different flavour. Oh, I missed this one. What would you go for? You like the tire one? Obviously, that's just that one tire one. Almost done with one of my logos. Oh, is it ready to be seen? We can always do it another time. There's no rush. I'm not sure. I like the idea of the last two, but they weren't baked enough. The design lacks. I feel like this one here with the line will give your car a new story. I feel like this image with the book and the road and everything is way more powerful than this one. I feel like this one's got like more design elements, and it's got like the tire patterns and the sprinkly texture in the background, and it's obviously got more like design, quote unquote, but I feel like this one is more powerful. There's less going on, and the image is perfect. The book with the plate and the road, and it just fits. And it's cool the way you've used the yellow as well. It's nice doing stuff like that. So that's obviously come from the line in the road. So it's not like just picking a color. There is like a color that you've pulled from a part of the image. It's tricky with the logo. I was just thinking, because the logo has the yellow stripe going through it, I was thinking, oh, is there a way you could left align or right align the logo? It's tricky because the book is so symmetrical. Because you could left align the text at in the top half and go for more of an asymmetrical design. So all the text up here would be left aligned, your web address, blah blah blah, and then you've got the automotive logo that would slot perfectly in there on the right, which might look quite good. But the book being central, it might not. It depends. Oh, right. God, that makes it even harder. A shot in the dark. My goodness. That does make it hard. Just throw the logo. Yeah, we'll just get rid of it. They don't need it, nah. Oh yeah, that's really hard. I think it's even harder though, because it's kind of like from a design perspective, you're effectively trying to design for something where you can't really see the target. It's almost like, you know, trying to do archery and you got your bow drawn, but you can't see the target because there is no target. And I think it's harder in that instance to then be able to like measure, even for yourself, the effectiveness of something, because it's, yeah, and I would be overthinking that. I would go into like overthinking land. We'd be off to thinking too much, Phil. We'd be off to can't switch off my brain city. It would make it look like a vignette. Yeah, you could do that. That'd be my main thing here, is just lightening up this part of the image, and then maybe darkening the areas that aren't. Yeah, sort of just lifting the dark thing a little bit. It's all quite sort of dark, but excuse me. You could do faded black on the bottom to pop the logo. The only problem is when you start putting a black fade over that yellow, it could look somewhat murky. That's the only thing to be mindful of. And then I was thinking, oh, you can just get rid of the line in the middle of the road, but then that might look a bit odd as well. Or maybe it wouldn't. I don't know. Maybe people wouldn't notice it. But then you kind of need that yellow there to sort of give logical sense to the color here, so it kind of makes sense. Your cat looks around. Sorry. I'm just being dramatic with my yawning, Kaya. Oh man, I can't stop yawning. Oh no, he's off to Yawn City. Oh, where's the food?
Oh no. Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
I'll deliver the message. Yeah, don't worry, kitty cat. It's just Dan being an idiot. Sorry. Am I transferring my yawn through the screen?
To
Ah!
every single
Ah!
person.
Everybody
Yeah.
yawn with me.
44 people.
It's not even. Oh no, I suppose it's. Yeah, what are you? Michigan time. Like, it's not even noon yet.
Oh.
Honestly, Moosh, if I were you, I'd have a nap.
That's
I think
great.
you've earned. Honestly, just have a nap. You've earned it. Just, if you need to, just point your boss in my direction. I'll have a chat. It's fine. Oh dear me. Right, I think we'll leave it there because my brain is about to fall out of my Sometimes I'll take a nap in my car on lunch break. Oh, gotta be done. I know some people that swear by a nap. They you're skied. Yeah, they just literally get to the middle of the day and then boom, half-hour nap.
Naps make me more tired.
Yeah, I think if they make you more tired, you're not doing it right.
Mm.
Oh, for God's sake! Well, this is getting outrageous now. Yeah, you can't apparently. I don't know. But apparently you can't do it for too long because otherwise you will drift into a deep.
Dark sleep.
Where's the cheese segment?
Cheese segment. Oh, I've not even. Oh, I've got to reinstall the thing for the music. Can't do the cheese segment without the music. That is another thing I've just realised I've lost, actually. I'm going to have to... Oh, crap. What was the plugin for OBS to get the music playing? I can't even remember. I'll have to look that up.
Ooh,
Oh, come on. Seriously?
my Hoover is brilliant, guys. I've had it for a couple of weeks now. It is actually so good. It's the Shark Hoover. Actually, I'll link it.
Do you want to come and show everyone?
Well, it's full of crap.
There we go.
One sec.
Sorry, Gaurav.
Why
Try-
sorry?
I'm transmitting yawn energy around the world. Yeah, I quite like this orange, actually, considering this is my brand colour. There we go. Orange ski.
Right, so this Hoover, guys.
You got to come over here.
Yeah, I've just posted a link. So it's originally £200, but I got it for 130, which is just insane. So it's obviously been used. It's not been emptied. It's full of dust because it literally picks up everything. It is brilliant, and it has like different settings. So it's got hard floor, carpet, off, and then it's got like a suction for minimum suction and maximum suction. It is so good and just picks up everything. It's got a light on it. Only downside is it is a plugged one, so I think that makes it stronger. Whereas the one that I had before, what are you doing? The one that I had before was cordless, so it just wasn't as strong. But this one is great. People are saying maximum for sure. It's always on maximum, yeah.
Keep going. I get a break.
Yeah, so it's like £50 off. Or was it? No, more than £50. £40? No, wait, that's less. I'm so tired. 60, £70 off or something like that. But it's really, really good. And it comes off and, oh, this is the good bit. Hold on, how do I do it? This one. This part comes off. So when you're going up the stairs, all you've got to do is just have this part and then you have this part to clean the stairs, and it comes with like other bits to clip on. This is really light. and then you just click it back on like that. You can get the cobwebs up there. It's great. Shark is very good. If you don't want to splurge on like a Dyson or something. Okay.
Oh my god, it's so amazing.
It is brilliant, isn't it? It's so good. Even Crumble likes it. Don't you, Crumble?
Honestly, I'm gonna have to get in touch with these companies and see if we can get some Hoover sponsorships
Yeah,
going
let's get some more Hoovers.
Because you could do the sponsored segment.
Hoovers with Puppinder.
Oh, we interrupt this video for a sponsored segment by Dyson.
Oh yeah.
Hi,
let's get
my
the
name's
Dyson.
Poppy. I like Hoovers. This Hoover's got great suction.
Our robot Hoover's a bit dead now. We've had it for a few years and it's kind of had it, hasn't it?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Two rugs
You
and
look
a
20
husband.
now, Dan. Why do I look 20? You being nice to me. What do you want?
Did
Jeez,
Poppy
that
turn
does
into
sound
Mickey Mouse? Oh boy!
like- Yes, she did.
Did I?
I don't know. How does Mickey Mouse talk?
Oh boy!
Oh boy!
Oh boy! I'm Mickey Mouse. His leg.
You need to go to Britain's Got Talent. Oh my goodness.
What about the Hoover or you?
It's what? Look at his legs. Look at his legs.
It's a baby.
He's just got no,
It's a little baby.
he's got no like. If you take your bottom hand away, these legs are just like they're just hanging down. It's like a
Oh.
clock. Oh dear me.
It's a baby.
See, he'll do this. He'll sit on my lap, and because his bum's pretty big, and he'll start slipping off, and he'll know he's slipping off, and he'll look up at me like, "Daddy," and I won't do anything, obviously, and he'll just keep slipping and slipping until he like slides off. Oh, thanks, Andrea. I'm lying. Savage. Brutal.
He's a little baby though, isn't he?
It sounds very Mickey-like. Yeah. Poppy is basically Mickey Mouse.
Am I?
I don't know. Mm.
Yeah.
Ah,
That's the wrong hand.
yeah.
Oh, look at him.
hmm
He's just
He's looking at me like, Daddy,
help.
help.
Oh.
You won't find any comfort here, Crumble. I got my concoction
taste
drink.
Excuse me.
Ugh.
Oh. He's like, whoa. Hey, Crumble.
He's just like, what the hell is happening? Oh, what's she doing to you? What's she doing to you? Japanese metal voice. What is a Japanese metal voice?
Oh, so good to go, la bada.
Need to learn some Japanese first. Arigato. That's what is it? Arigato, konnichiwa. That is literally the extent of my Japanese.
Yeah.
Hi, I can say yes. Hi, hi. Arigato, konnichiwa. That's it. Death metal.
Konnichiwa. Arigato.
For the cat.
Oh, hello. No, no, that's a bad idea. That's a terrible idea.
Oh no.
I'm gonna get scratched in a minute.
Oh, he's stuck on your thing.
Why is he still there?
He's just chilling. Oh, okay, he's got the claws up.
Oh, baby. Oh, what? What is this cat?
Oh,
Oh, no. I know. I know. She's a knob, isn't she? She is a knob.
crumbs.
Poor cat. Right. Where are we? Anyway.
The moon.
Oh, this was fun.
Yeah, get my Hoover.
I'm heading out, cat man. Right. Oh, yeah. So that was fun. Thanks. I never know how to end these really. I'll just say goodbye. It's been fun. See you in the Discord. Oh, by the way, if anyone wants to join the Discord, there is a link to the stream. And if you want to learn Photoshop or Illustrator with me from beginner through to advanced, I'm just whacking the studio lights. I've got the trailer ski is coming, Gorev. Calm down, son. Don't you worry, we got a trailer that's about to roll. Don't you worry about that, boy. What was I saying? Oh yeah, there's courses. Anyway, have a great day, and I'll see you. Oh wait, sugar.
What?
I haven't got the trailer
Oh.
because it's all new, isn't it? I got an outro. Hang on.
Yeah, I'll just have to link
What am I gonna do?
Link it in the chat.
Hang on.
Never want to go.
Hang on. There we go.
You got it?
No. I will find it there. Ooh. What's the date today? 23rd. Ooh, there's a state of play tomorrow. Where is it? Go away. There we go. Do. Right, I'll link that. So if anyone does want to check out the courses, they are considerably better than my ability to present live content.
What's that?
Oh, right. Yeah. Have an amazing day, everyone.
Why don't
And
you leave a comment on the trailer?
on the what?
Like something funny.
Okay, if you want to, click on the link for the trailer and write a funny comment.
Yeah.
Because Poppy says so. Oh, right. I need some food. Catch you later, guys. See you on Thursday. Bye.